has it that the space vampires have released something called cosmic crawlers, which are a worm-like organism that lives underneath the ground and has been coming up through the ground and the street and the sidewalks and trying to bite people's legs to turn them into space vampires from these cosmic crawlers. And rumor is that this infestation has happened here in Dartmouth, and that you and your crew the other night went out and showed no mercy on these cosmic crawlers and did battle with them all up and down Portland Street and by the harbors. Is there any truth to this rumor?
Ship was going through the orbit, and we were scanning things on Portland Street and up at Portland King and down at the waterfront. And we had reported creatures, alien creatures, as a symbol from the part of the category. We battled them, we destroyed them, and the more we destroyed, more coming up. As we determined, scanners, ground scanners has determined that these creatures is coming up under the ground, and it's caused a lot of devastation in some places. We had a report from England, UK, and they reported that things were coming up from the sewer system, coming up to the sewer. I mean, they would be coming underground, and the British military couldn't handle them. So they took everything back to the Galactic Council, and they have sent dispatch emergency ships. And we have 40 ships in space. Right now it's just standing by in case Captain Powers needs them, but Captain Powers not going to use them until if things get out of hand. Because we don't want too many people to know what's going on, because everything what Captain Powers does has to be confidential, and nobody doesn't have to know what these creatures are. We love to tell people about it, but the media might just make up all kinds of stories about them, and to put Captain Powers in a position to take action. The Galactic Council has agreed to put me in charge again. Well, they did put me in charge of everything, but they agreed to put me in charge, make sure to put the end of these creatures, because these creatures attack people. Cosmic crawlers, yeah, they are just like, they're from a symbol of a space vampire. But sensors on a computer or on the ship put underground sensors, and we've seen a lot of underground movement, like the underground movement in underground, and we noticed that you could see them moving. We can't pick them up moving, and they're moving. But there is quite a few of them, so I would say there's 1,000, 2,000 of these creatures, and if they all come out at the same time, then the Galactic Council would have to force temporal torpedoes and phasers and lasers to defeat these. We know how to kill them, but we just want to make sure that the stuff what we have is used. So emergency scientists at Area 51, Captain Powers deals with Area 51. Area 51 is now coming up with a technology that's right here to destroy these creeping crawlers. to destroy. They got a way to destroy them. We pinpointed the location and we fired phasers. Fired lasers at them and everything. This is happening. Combi crawlers and pros. This happened after midnight because when we attacked them, we made sure that there ain't no witnesses. Because people sees this going on and they're going to go to the media and the media could have a hairy field day over what we were doing. And one thing too is that the Prime Minister is
If you would have known that Sammy Sakatua had found alien beer, would you have warned him against drinking 100 beer of Solitude?
Yes, I would. But I didn't know about it until it's kind of hard when he doesn't tell anybody about what he's doing, you know. He usually comes to me and tell me all about it, but this time he didn't, and he went ahead what he did. And now he's disappeared, and like he says, somebody witnessed that they saw a pink angel, and he was gone. So I don't think I don't have to worry about him because the pink angel stuff is the pink angels is not a very bad creatures, okay? The ones that Captain Powers is worried about is two things: the space vampires and the comic crawlers are coming out of the ground. That's Captain Powers mostly concerned. He's not concerned about what he did. But if he's an angel and he's gone, and then you won't see him again, and then Captain Powers could exactly concentrate on the space vampire and the comic crawlers. Right now, the comic crawlers is right now. I think they're forming a get together. Probably want to come over the ground and start fighting at people. But what's going to happen? The comic crawlers doesn't realize that they don't know that there's 20 arms. Okay, there's 20 armed spaceships, all different federations. Captain Charlie Powers met up with him, and then Captain Charlie Powers got some news that he said he's forming his own angels, armored angels, to join my galactic force, allied force. And so we got them on our side. And there's another one thing too I forgot to mention. I hate to mention this, but the space dragons. We had communication with the space dragon leader. He said if we need any help, he would send space dragons to assist. So you know how many allies we have, like. So I think the space vampires and probably crawlers, I don't think they don't want to be messing around right now. Because they don't know how many ships and how many allies we have. But we do have a lot of allies right now to defend this Earth against any alien creatures that try to destroy it. And there's another one thing. Look, this comic Rays guy. You know, Captain Powers, he did, for that time, the fireworks shut off. He had comic ray powers, and it did impact the Earth, impact the world. Because right now we got war going on in Ukraine, we got a war going on in Russia, we got the United States and Iran, and we got people protesting all over the world. Hi, Nikki. This is Captain Charlie Powers, and wanted to tell you we picked up some position activity down at the waterfront, and looks like that big bright light I was telling you about we set up. It scared the hell out of them, so they took off. So that's good then. I'll let you know more. Okay, bye.